Now I want to introduce our REACH teams. So we have 8 REACH teams here together with us, and we will have a 1-minute pitch for each and every team. And we are starting with familiar faces.
Yeah, I think Nico already presented us pretty well earlier, but hi everyone. My name is Stefano Cucchiella, CTO and co-founder of CanaryBit, and we unlock data monetization with cybersecurity. And today we already have an ongoing project together with, as Nico mentioned, with Ericsson, Volvo, Telia, and the city of Gothenburg in Sweden. But to actually enable this business, to solve this problem, we need the highest security mechanisms to protect the data that flows in this context, and that's why, as Nico mentioned, we have also the collaboration with Leonardo. We realized that the security mechanism and solution that we developed for this specific use case can actually be applied in another context, like aerospace and defense, and that's why this collaboration. So we're gonna be here until the 12th of April. So whenever you would like to join us or talk to us, you are more than welcome. Thank you very much.
So I'm Harris, I'm the scientific director of Decode PD.
And I'm Jamila, I'm the managing director for Decode PD.
Together we lead an academic group of more than 40 individuals, more than 40 members, focused on developing a cure for Parkinson's disease. Why should we succeed where others have failed? There are now over 70 negative trials of Parkinson's disease, because we have a different approach. Unlike previous attempts focusing on specific mechanisms thought to be associated with the disease, our approach is unique in that it aims to increase the resilience, the resistance of neuronal cells of the brain to the stresses associated with the disease. Imagine that you're sitting inside a tower or a castle. You know the enemy is all around you, hiding in the forest, but you don't know who the enemy is and you don't know where the enemy is hiding. So you can choose to either ride out and meet them, only you don't know who they are or where they are, or you can choose to basically strengthen and fortify your walls. We're doing the latter. We're now at the later stages of clinical development. We're running our phase 3 trial, which is finishing in a few months. And hopefully we'll know soon whether our treatment works or not. And we're looking forward to taking the next step in the development of this exciting treatment. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am Hayley, co-founder and COO for Intelligent, and we reduce misdiagnosis in gynecology. So today about 8 in 10 women will have a gynecological disorder that requires imaging, and they'll spend up to $100,000 and 10 years chasing a diagnosis. So we built Intelligent AI, which is an AI-driven decision support system that delivers a diagnosis and a patient management proposal at the point of care. We're scientifically validated, we were published in Nature, and our models have now just beaten our CEO and founder, Professor Elizabeth Epstein of Karolinska Institute. Referencing Shomit, if he's here, there you are. I've woken up many days feeling punched in the face, but I'm happy to announce that this morning I got to wake up and we managed to get our system connected into a GE Healthcare ultrasound platform in collaboration with them. So I'm super proud of our team. We have 20 clinics waiting to use our solution and 300 end users lined up. So if you're interested in shaping the future of diagnostics in gynecology, please come and talk to me.
Sorry, I was hiding at the back. So this is Panos with a Sentry project. So my friends in the Reach cohort call it GPS on steroids. Our mentor Shomit calls it next-gen cybersecurity. Well, Sentry delivers secure time and position, trustworthy navigation and timekeeping to anything that is mobile and autonomous. Smartphones, cars, trucks, drones, boats. Why? Because there are already several attacks. In some parts of the world, they're an everyday situation, and the technology to mount jamming and spoofing attacks is cheaper and available to everyone. That's why we need Sentry to be there ahead of time and protect critical infrastructures and systems that we all rely on. Now, how? Sentry detects attacks fast. It computes reliable and accurate position and time even when under attack. And it reports data that allow us to sketch the affected area by the attack so that we can safely steer away, and to localize the attacker so that we can remove it. That's it. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chandra, and I'm here with my colleague, Professor Imran. We make smart cell, which produces electricity, but also other fuels like ammonia, methanol, and hydrogen. We are low-cost solution, and we do not use any critical raw material. And on top of that, we avoid any material waste because we're using a unique manufacturing technique, which is additive manufacturing, which is one of its kind. No one has used the solution in the whole world. So that's like a very inventive technology that we have. Where we are at now, we have done the proof of concept at the lab scale, and we are soon launching our company. Our seed round is open, and we have first investor on board with us to help us to open market for us in the area that we are focusing on now, which is South Korea. Yeah, and the next we are looking for pilot demos with companies like Bloom Energy, and thank you.
I'd like to add one thing. We are talking about $300 billion market, which is going to increase further on. So it's a big market that we are targeting in, and really hope that our cell reaches all those, reaches those markets. So thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Jalmari from Tulva AI at Tampere University, and we do demand planning for healthcare. So essentially, if you need to see a doctor right now and you go online looking for an appointment, we want to make sure that the availability is there. And we do this by fitting a model on past appointment data and providing that to the service providers so that they can make sure that the right number of right professionals are always available. We have raised 700,000 of soft funding from Business Finland, and we have partnered with one hospital and one private outpatient clinic to build software prototypes. We are here to get insight and maybe hear about potential future partnerships that could test and help us to further develop the software. So thank you.
Hi everyone, Andre here, co-founder of Valis, and we're developing sensors for optimizing drinking water treatment. So each and every one of you in here has probably had a glass of water today. If you haven't, now's the time to take that. And behind that glass of water, which looks very clean, doesn't taste anything or tastes good to some, to me it does. And behind that is a very long process of treatment. And although it is effective, you do get clean water in most parts of the world. It is very, very inefficient. In fact, in Sweden, a smaller treatment plant serving 200,000 people wastes around $200,000 annually on excessive labor, excessive chemicals, and just excessive procedures that take too long. The reason for that is basically a lack of critical real-time data. It's only available in the lab. It takes 2 to 4 weeks to get that. What we do is that we have a sensor that gives that data in real time immediately. So we enable them to get rid of all that manual work, and then they can dose exactly as much as they need to. So currently, we have 7 pilots in Sweden, And what we're doing is that we're looking for an 8th pilot. So if you do know anyone at a treatment plant here in the US, we'd love to get in touch. Thank you.
Hi, fun to be here. I'm Maria, CEO and one of the founders of Videm, together with Petter. And we're diagnosing infectious diseases within 30 minutes instead of days. So why is this important? Well, first of all, I think I know that the right decision making, the right treatment, and our health is dependent on accurate diagnosis in time. And we still, despite that, have 3.7 billion people on Earth today that doesn't have access to diagnostics. And so how does it work today? Well, majority of all decision making in medicine is based on laboratory testing, and you go to the doctor and you have to take a sample, you send it to the laboratory, and you have to wait days for test results. And we're developing a handheld device that can be placed at the point of care, so at the doctor's office, and giving results within 30 minutes. And we're based on many years of state-of-the-art R&D in Sweden. We're backed. The research was backed with over 3 million, and we've raised almost 2 million now. We have patent protection, proof of concept, and we're starting in infectious disease area with sexually transmitted infections, where we have over 1 million new cases every day, and the challenges of growing antimicrobial resistance, etc. And but technology is applicable on basically anything, so starting in infectious diseases and then expanding to chronic diseases and eventually, hopefully, therapeutic drug monitoring. So we have a fun and exciting and important time ahead of us. Thank you.